Inhale through the nose. Big exhale. There you go. There it is. There it is.
Hi everybody, welcome to yet another episode of Check Out the Workout. And right now we are at Brooklyn Health and Performance in Sunset Park. And with us today is Tommy Ardito. So Tommy, please tell us, what are we going to expect at Brooklyn Health and Performance?
What you can expect today at BHP is we're going to take you into the assessment room. We're going to assess you based on the questionnaires that we sent both of you guys that you filled back. And we'll go back there, we're going to do some body composition assessments. We're going to do movement testing, both isolated and active, meaning that we're going to move your body in isolation, then put it all together with some active movements and see if there's any discrepancies in your movement. Taking that based on your goals, we're going to craft a program for both of you guys. Both of you guys did have different goals. One was performance-based, one was more of like an aesthetic-based program. And then we'll put you on the floor and we're going to coach you through everything.
And how did BHP come about?
BHP came about when I was training one-on-one for about 5 years in just a regular box gym. And then I saw that certain price for training, there was no guarantee on the quality that they were going to get. It really depended on the trainer that they landed with. So what I wanted to do was take the best of all these systems I've been learning about and be able to put it into one gym where we kind of run it like an assembly line. As you can see, the gym is set up in such a way that we move people through their warm-up, strength and power, and their conditioning. No one's bumping into each other. It's all seamless. It doesn't matter whether I'm coaching you, whether Elsie's coaching you, Bill is coaching you. Everyone gets the same service. And we've also been able to bring the price down by having a coach be able to work with up to 4 people at a time.
Well, we've got standard of care. We've got a cool space with awesome colors and equipment. We've got Tommy Ardito.
And we got a budget.
And we've got a workout and a budget. You ready to check out this workout?
Let's check it out.
All right.
What we're going to do in here is we're going to start with the body composition assessment. This is going to tell us what you're made of. Sit down right here. We'll do your blood pressure, resting heart rate. Lay back on the table and bring your knees up towards your chest. Okay. And then bring these all the way up. Okay. I'm going to put arm right here. Arm right here. Now inhale through the nose. Big exhale. Good. Reaching overhead, try to squat. Okay? Try 2 more.
A little excessive forward lean there.
Yeah, but I would expect that. All right. What this is telling me here is that it's clearly not a mobility issue. Okay? We had you on this table. I brought your knees to your chest and pulled your toes up towards you. That's a squat.
Right.
Okay, an unloaded squat. You did it here, and it didn't look completely cohesive. When we put you here, this is allowing you to shift your weight forward, putting it on the balls of your toes, letting you be very quad dominant, knee dominant,
Right.
and you're able to drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just telling me your center of gravity is biased towards forward.
Right. Which
Okay.
is this
Yes.
golf stance.
Try to stop yourself before your knee touches the ground. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, in your case, I see a lot of issues going across the shoulders. I see it also here in the hips. Generally, your ribs enter the room first when you walk in. Okay? And I see that you're having side-to-side issues with the upper body. You guys got your programs? All right, so we'll go onto the floor and we'll decipher this stuff. Drop the hips a little bit, exhale, and then go chin down. Good. Whatever the neck does, the lower back does. So we want to erase the extension. Okay? And then I'm going to...
That also feels a lot easier.
Right.
Oh. Cheers
Cheers to another workout.
to another great workout.
Yes. Are you gonna drink your water? Cheers.
Now we can talk.
Okay.
So what do you think?
You know, I like the specificity of the workout. For me, he geared it towards performance, geared it towards the rotational aspects of golf. I like the idea that a trainer can use his or her standard of care to approach your needs as a specific client. Instead of, here's class, here's what we're doing, everyone do it, and everyone be good, whether or not their body would allow.
Going through your program, we hit on a lot of repeating themes here, okay? We wanted you to be able to do a lot of alternating action, being able to switch out of each hip and each shoulder easily. That's one reason why I selected the standing band torques. Pull it across, punch down. You were loading one hip, and then you were exploding, extending over here, and getting into this hip, back and forth, back and forth. Exactly. Can you transfer power from the floor to your opposite shoulder consistently, okay, without losing any energy through your core?
I think in healthcare, it's really, we realize that everybody's individual. And same with me. He was dead on with things that I needed to work on. I was really appreciative of that.
I put a lot of work where you're front-loaded. Front-loading for you is a great thing. It gets the weight in front of your body, it gets your abs to turn on, and it gets your center of gravity to shift back a little bit towards your heels, being that you're kind of a puller, and you're pulling from your toes. Okay, we want you to become more of a pusher. We had that in that 2 kettlebell step up that you're doing. You're reaching out here, it's killer for you, even though it's not so much weight. It's just the fact that we're putting you in a position that you're not necessarily comfortable in being in, but you can get into, and then having you maintain it for a lot of reps.
And it's great to be made aware of that. A lot of times we go into a specific fitness routine or a fitness group or some type of fitness, and you don't realize that there's stuff that you should be aware about that you need to fix first, correct, and then go into that performance factor. So there's stuff I have to work on before I may be transitioning to performance.
Sure.
And even in tandem be able to do it. So it was really nice that they were able to identify some key things in both of us. You know, even though yours was performance, mine was aesthetic. I thought I really appreciated that.
And it kind of lends to the conversation about physical literacy. Does someone have the ability to, the confidence in, and the desire to be active, and knowing where you have, or doing the inventory to see where you have deficiencies and where you actually excel, can really get people to be more active and be willing to be active and be willing to move. And I think that's how we're going to get people from kids up to adults more active on a daily basis.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times what happens is people start a program, they're not aware of anything that's wrong with them, they get injured, and they stop. And it becomes like this cycle, and they keep trying and they stop, and then kind of give up on fitness altogether.
They do the workout that's all the rage and their body's raging.
Yeah.
Did you
Literally.
like that?
That was great. Good one.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers. So what did you find was something that he gave you that you found was very challenging?
For me, the most challenging thing would be to maintain posture. So not necessarily in an isometric phase, which is holding your body at the same length, but maintaining, let's say, stability in my core while moving one extremity in the opposite direction of the other. So just maintaining the posture across body.
So come down, reach, yeah, and then pull. Emphasize the reach.
I'll reach forward.
Emphasize the pull. Yeah.
How many of these?
8 on each side. LOL, right?
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, it was definitely he found some instability or some problems with my left side, my left shoulder.
What's happening with the left is you have a little bit of instability multi-directionally through your left shoulder. So it's going to feel a little bit weak. But that's also why a landmine is safe for you now, and I wouldn't take you directly overhead month 1.
When I was doing the landmine press, I got much more fatigued faster. And as he mentioned, he said, you know, you're going to get this fat loss, which was the aesthetic component, being inefficient. So it was really challenging for me, and I felt it really quickly. And you can see that, you know, my right side had a lot more endurance and strength than the left side.
And
so for me, that was really challenging.
Too, when we looked at your body composition, it showed that your right side was a lot more strong and dense, muscularly dense, and then it showed in your actual performance in the workout.
So that was pretty eye-opening. And so it was very nice to be, as a physical therapist, I examine people all the time. And even though I'm very aware of my own body and find limitations, it was nice to have to be on the table on the other side.
Like I said, if anything hurts, feels weird, even feels unstable, let me know.
Oh, push me around, move me around.
I
and
also
find
like watching that.
It was kind of nice to like see, confirming what I know, and also
Right.
find things that I may have not have known, and also to be confirmed. So it was nice to be on the other end.
Sure.
It's nice to be. Sometimes as clinicians, we're always on the outside, and we don't experience that. And it was nice to be kind of humbled and be in that situation.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the next workout?
The next workout is a secret and a surprise.
It's always a secret with you. Everything's always a secret.
Because
with
why
you.
would I tell you in advance? Then you won't show up.
So he has a point. You ready to check out the next workout?
Ready to check it out. Cheers to the
Cheers.
next workout. Yes. I won!